close up our... Hold on, short of breath. Okay, to close on our stay here in Toulouse, we would like to call Nicole as your representative for the students to give a speech on behalf of you guys. Okay? Nicole?
Hello. Okay. Dr. Cyril Laporte, Associate Professor Paul Pichon, Mr. Laurent, Dr. Denis, Madame Mofida, Mr. Francis, Dr. Frederick, Miss Manuela, Miss Leah, Madame Christian, Mr. Vincent, colleagues and anyone here today I might have not mentioned. Bonsoir. I apologize if my speech is pretty shaky and, crappy. I'm not really prepared because I just found out yesterday, so I apologize in advance. So here goes. First things first, of course, I consulted Google because I'm not very sure what to say first. So Google said to thank everybody here first. So I stand here today representing the students here in this hall, and we would like to thank the University of Toulouse, Jean Jaurès, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, for hosting us here in this beautiful city. And of course, this cool hall with microphones and seats like this is probably the closest we will ever be to being part of the United Nations. Everyone was playing with the microphones. It's not easy hosting such a folle et bruyante, am I right? Loud and noisy bunch of young adults that are overly excited to be here, because this trip is probably the highlight and the most memorable part of our course, so forgive us. When students from other schools in Taylor's hear that we get to go to France for about a week or so, they always say their school is really bad. Forgive my French, it sucks. Because they don't get to go anywhere, they just stay in school for the last semester of school. So thank you for having us here, because you have made our school cooler than any other school in Taylor's University by having us here. I would also like to thank the bankers, accountants, and consultants at the Business Center, which we so often visited every day for the past few days, for guiding us throughout the management game. I understand it is not easy running a management game with so many people. You had to answer questions, which some were probably not logical at all, and you were most probably shaking your head, and had to resist our Asian ways of bargaining for cheaper market info. The most difficult part of this whole management game for you guys was probably trying to stick the results on the wall, because all the students were crowding around, making no space, like the results was going to disappear in 5 seconds, but everyone was so excited to see the results. All of this definitely does not go to waste. This game was supposed to teach us how to run a restaurant, but I can say I and we have learned way more. We have learned that the real world is not all peachy with rainbows and papillons, butterflies. Nothing goes according to plan, and most of the time, you don't really know what you're doing. We have learned to work with people from different backgrounds that before this trip, I can say we're just strangers to one another. We have learned that each and every person works differently, and we should focus on their strengths instead of their weaknesses. To the members of the staff, thank you so much for your sheer dedication. And I'm not just saying it because this is what I'm supposed to do up here. I mean it. We all mean it. Miss Manuela, where is Miss Manuela? Hi, yes. Was at the hotel I was staying at, Ibis Centagar, I think. When we arrived. I'm pretty sure it was way past her working hours. It was almost close to midnight, but she was standing by the reception, smiling, waving at us, keeping us happy. And if it were me, I'll be really cranky by then. J'étais choquée to see Mr. Francis sitting here, wearing a cast. If you guys didn't notice, he was the one who led us to this hall on the first day, on his scooter, one leg on the floor, one leg, is it broken? His leg in the cast on the scooter, pushing his scooter, leading us here. 287 students, or is it 285? 87? 85. And 3 lecturers here to this hall. si c'était moi, I would probably have applied for medical leave and stayed home to sleep. This is just what I've seen with my own eyes. I'm very sure each and every staff member has put in more effort than he or she has to. Truth be told, I've never seen so many of my friends trying to speak French without being forced because of oral tests by our French lecturers. So to Miss Janaki, Madame Alice and Miss Lisa back home, thank you for teaching us important phrases like "Où est la toilette?" or "Combien ça coûte?" You know, how would we know how much to pay for the LV bag we're going to buy or the Longchamp bag, right? I know all of you bought Longchamp bag, don't lie. I would also like to give a shout out to Chef Cairo, who single-handedly brought 150 BH students to Paris alone from Malaysia. I pray and hope that I will never be in that situation ever. Thank you, Chef Najiha, as well, for organizing somewhere we can keep our bags today because we had to check out early. Thank you very much. Because if we were to put our bags here or bring it to the university this morning, most probably everyone will be complaining and saying, I lost my luggage. Oh no, I left it at the university. Can I go back now, chef? That's most probably what would have happened. So last but not least, I would like to thank the group leaders and the batch leaders for chasing all the students here for their photocopies of passports and reminding each and every one of us to go for the interview at the embassy. Foreign students had to go for an interview, and liaising with the lecturers so we don't have to get scolded by them. You guys got scolded instead. Chef Cairo told me not to repeat thank you so much, so I'm just going to sum it up another way. Once again, to all the organizers, your hard work and effort has been much appreciated by all of us here in France. I'm not sure if 5 minutes has passed because I'm supposed to speak for 5 minutes, so let's just pretend it has been 5 minutes. Merci beaucoup.